What is up, everybody? I'm Lou, and this is Metal Lens Reviews. Welcome to my channel. So, if this happens to be your first time here, you're checking it out, you like what you see, thank you. Please do me that favor of like, comment, subscribe, because as I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel, spread it to the masses, and of course motivates me to provide you guys with more content to watch. So, what are we doing here? Alright, so this is a complete new artist. And the only reason why she has gained my attention is because she's touring recently, touring where I live at. So I was like, So I gave her a quick rundown. I found her actually pretty unique. Interesting combo of nationalities and interesting choice of music. Kind of a blend, a fusion, if you will. Her name is Laufey, and probably butchering that. She's Icelandic and Chinese. Awesome combination. I've never met anyone from Iceland. I know it's actually kind of close. I mean, you still have to travel to get there through plane, but it's just mystical Viking land, you know, and definitely on my place to visit one day. Anyway, yeah, so she incorporates jazz, pop, and everything else into this amalgamation of music that's, I guess, unique to her. And this is truly my first time here. This was a random pick. This wasn't influenced by anybody. So, hopefully YouTube doesn't make me blur the video, because, you know, they have those kind of habits. Anyway, let's set this up, check it out, and react it together. What do you say, guys? Alright, once again, this is Laufey with the song Lover Girl. Let's check it out.
The skyscrapers causing vertigo. The countdown begins in Tokyo. 27 days alone means 20 million ways to cope with that.
Okay, real quick. Is this her song? This sounds very familiar. And honest to God, this is not on my Spotify playlist. Any of these, any song in this ballpark. Not saying they're bad, just, you know, you guys know me, you know me, you know. It just, I don't know, has a familiar ring, or maybe it's just her style. Anyway, love the start. I love the city in the background. Not sure where this is filmed at. I mean, you know, I'll probably get some more exposition later, but yeah, it does. And you know what? Like I mentioned before, her genre that she mixes, you know, the fusion, the pop, and, you know, a little bit of everything. I definitely hear that. Definitely that, you know, lounge room / bar kind of jazzy feel to it, but with, you know, a bright pop feel. But her own tone, though. And her voice, it's kind of soothing, actually, you know. And cool, interesting start. All right, let's keep going.
I'm in a reckless fever, love-struck girl, I tease her. Thought I'd never be her. Quite the job you've done on me, sir. You've been hosting parties. In my mind, I'm working overtime to have you in my world. Oh, what a curse it is to be a lover girl. Forced to get creative, wrote my feelings down. The independent lady in me's nowhere to be found.
Okay, so it looks like she's in Japan, maybe. So I'm gonna go with, and I think so. That just kind of gave it away. Is that ramen? First of all, wow, man. Not only she's, you know, attractive, you know, but and by that sense, it's like, you know, just unique looking, you know, very modest, well put together, you know, in that sense. That's what I mean. I don't, yeah, it's different. It's not, you know, when you think of pop music, like when I think of pop music, I think of like, Jesus, yeah, right? It just goes to show you, you know, Katy Perry, you know, Lady Gaga, stuff like that, you know, even though that's more of like an artsy kind of direction. But yeah, pop, you know, popular pop artists, you know. But this has a different, this kind of, you know, different ring. It stands out. I think that's why I'm kind of drawn to it. It's almost classy in the feel. Like that jazz is definitely cutting through and mixing with all the other influences she have. Huh. Way to go, Laufey. Interesting. Okay. Was not expecting this. Alright, let's keep going.
I can't wait another day to see you. How embarrassing to be this way. I'm in a reckless fever, love-struck girl, I tease her. Thought I'd never be her. Quite the job you've done on me, sir. You've been hosting parties. In my mind I'm working overtime to have you in my world.
And I like it, like I said, there's a lot going on here. I love the aesthetics of the video and the vibe. Dancing throughout this city in Japan. It has almost kind of like a Japanese schoolgirl. You see them a lot in manga and anime. But I could be wrong. It could be just how she dresses, but it matches, matches with the video. Like I said, there's no explosions going off, fireworks, planes going by. It's just a very sweet, to the point, genuine video. And I like that. But it does feel big to me because it's in a foreign place. I like that. Like her singing is just so, it's very kind of, I don't want to say streamlined, but linear. She definitely mixes up. She has a nice vocal range. I don't know, it's almost kind of chill in a way, But yeah, I love it. I feel like I've been missing out a little bit actually. And, like I said, while I appreciate all forms of music, this kind of platform, makes me engage in different music from all over the world and all different styles. But obviously my core music I grew up with, and actually wanted to become a musician was through, metal, industrial music, stuff like that. But, like I said, music is a universal language, a love language, and despite it being maybe a different language than your own, it kind of brings people together just to appreciate that. Just look at classical music. But I like this fusion that's going on. I could wrap my head around it. I don't have to overanalyze. It's good, and I see why. Looking now at her views and stuff, I see why. In fact, I can't believe. There would be no reason why the algorithm would send me to her. Like I said, I just picked her because she's advertised around my city. She's coming soon at some point. Interesting nonetheless. To stand out, and I feel like people should talk about her more. But once again, like I said, my search results and algorithms are probably completely different. And no reason why I would be drawn in her direction. But and I'm glad I pulled the trigger and checking her out now. Awesome. All right, let's keep going.
Oh, what a curse it is to be in love. I wait by the phone like a high school movie. Dream at the shows you'll come running to me. Think I see you in the wings, but I'm hallucinating. What a reckless fever, love-struck girl, I tease her. Thought I'd never be her. Quite the job you've done on me, sir. You've been hosting parties. In my mind I'm working overtime. You've become my whole world. Oh, what a curse it is to be a lover girl.
Awesome. Okay, so that was fun. That was cool. I really dig this video. Like I said, I love the fact that it took place in Japan. That's awesome. Another place on my bucket list I'd like to visit. Hopefully sooner than later. Laufey. Yeah, interesting artist. like I said, everything about her is a fusion, really, if you think about it. And yeah, this definitely had a more kind of a jazz heavy, almost that 1950s, 1960s kind of vibe, that classiness. I don't know, just something about this video kind of stood out to me. Like, you know, when you watch modern music, now I don't mean rap, I mean like, you know, true blue core pop music, you know, stuff a bunch of young, you know, teens would go check out. There's a liveliness to it, a hyperness, you know. This a little more reformed, a little more kind of reserved, but still kind of unique. Because you want to talk about competition. Pop music alone itself is a competition. There's just so much of it. It's, just like rock music, it's just flooded with competition. So I personally think she has, you know, a niche there that stands out from the herd. So yeah, kudos to her. Well, there you have it, guys. That was Laufey with Lover Girl. A new artist that, you know, like I said, I only deep dived into this one was because, you know, she was advertised around my around my city. You know, she's going to be performing here, so glad I checked her out. Any fans of her, you know, you want to toss me another song that she does, I'll let you guys be the judge of that one. I don't mind, you know. I really kind of enjoyed this. It was definitely something different and refreshing. I definitely appreciate that. Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, if you made this far in the video, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to toss me a suggestion, a song recommendation, a movie review, anything above, I'm going to drop a link down titled Buy Me a Coffee. That's a way you can reach out to me ahead of the mass, you know, jump ahead of the line, because I know the comments sometimes, you know, get buried with requests. So this is a more direct way to reach me. And also, if you're so generous, you know, want to support the channel in any way, that's another way to do it. Alright guys, that's all I got. Thanks again for watching. And I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.